Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
While most people come out of education with a hospitality job and little to no idea about what on earth to do next, at 18 years young Nick Sampson became the Yellow Power Ranger. That's right. He was a live-action superhero while his schoolmates looked on in awe from their stuffy classrooms. Yes, he did occasionally have to wear the latex. No, it was not comfortable. And every time you see a Power Ranger in a helmet, that's a stunt double. Sorry, since he portrayed Chip Thorne, the Yellow Mystic Ranger in Power Rangers Mystic Force, which aired in 2006, the New Zealand actor has gone on to star in sketch show Funny Girls and detective drama The Brokenwood Mysteries. Now 37, Nick looks back with usnews.co.uk as he takes his show titled Yellow Power Ranger to the Edinburgh Fringe, all about his bizarre first job on the 14th season, which has enjoyed 30 years of color-coded joy. It's not the typical after-school job, he laughs. I lived in Wellington, and then I got cast in the show, and it was filmed in Auckland. So I moved up to live in a hotel for about 6 months while we filmed the show. While his starring role was admittedly incredibly cool to his peers, and to him, Nick didn't feel he fully fit the superhero mold. I wasn't like what you would imagine Power Ranger material to be like at that point, he admits. I was big into improv comedy, and I still had one of my baby teeth, but they wanted one of the Power Rangers to be a kind of nerdy, fantasy-loving kid, which was kind of perfect for me. So it just really dovetailed very nicely. I got to be a Power Ranger alongside very beautiful, attractive, fit Australians and just kind of be there as well. It was great. It was almost too good for fresh-faced Nick, who recalls not being so young to the world he couldn't cook for himself, so blew all his acting money on the hotel he and the fellow Rangers were staying at. I remember the first time I tried to cook a meal for myself. I think I made tin spaghetti, and I put eggs in it. It was just an awful meal. I was like, maybe I'll just order room service. My parents warned me, make sure you save your money while you're working on this show. And I was like, well, I don't think I'll ever have to work again. By the end of the season, I had spent most of my Power Rangers money on the hotel, he chuckles. It was this very brief period of living the high life, but it was a crazy time, Nick adds, explaining that it set him a false expectation for what life in the arts would be like. I sort of lived off the money for a while, and then I got a job at a bakery, and having to get up really early to go do that was definitely a humbling experience, he says. The Power Rangers had kind of made me into a very particular type of actor, which was a Power Rangery actor. So I would go and audition for these quite serious roles and be a little bit too big, and probably doing too many kicks or something. Nick Sampson, Yellow Power Ranger, is at the Edinburgh Fringe from August 8th to 16th, and 18 to 25 at venue 139 Assembly Roxy at 5:45 p.m. Tickets available here. Without offers flooding in from all angles like he thought they would, Nick began to write, which led him to comedy and an Edinburgh Fringe show in 2024. It's a character show, he explains. The premise is it's me at a comic convention trying to organize a reunion of the whole cast to a bunch of fans of the show. Pop star who topped charts 13 years ago hasn't aged a day since. Keanu Reeves' highly underrated aughts horror film finally comes to streaming. Reboot of aughts' greatest TV series of all time is definitely going to happen. I was in Harry Potter, but I would never let my kids do the same. It is going to be very silly, I'm assured. Chatting a few weeks before the Fringe, Nick could really do with a Power Ranger of his own to help him out. He's nervous, you see. I'm big picture excited and day-to-day nervous, he says. In the hours that lead up to the show, I sort of wish I would get, like, just a little bit hit by a car, just slightly, you know, to the point where I'd have to cancel the show. I wouldn't mind it. More, aughts star reveals TV return on Good Morning Britain 14 years after show's axe. More, pop star who topped charts 13 years ago hasn't aged a day since. More, Edinburgh Fringe is at risk of losing its soul.